Hello, sketchbook heroes, sketchbook warriors. We've got a face to do. We've got some face to do. A challenge. Take on the challenge. Here's the challenge. All right. So that one we just did that one. We got this one. This was from last week. Goodness sakes, your drawings are good, Ellen says. Yes, that's awesome. That was our last week's drawing. That was suggested by David. And we drew it. And this one he suggested for this week. And here we go, a complex face, three-quarter view facing down. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And it's not complete. So let's break it down as best we can. And then we'll take it on. It's our last drawing of the night. Let's do this. Down to that last 8 hardcore heroes. Let's take this on. All right, so actually let's find the circle first. I really that Loomis head. I don't know, it kind of looms here. But I don't know. I don't know. I like using the circle because it's universal. But let's see where I would fit it, how I would fit it to make more sense for myself. Because I get that. I really like the way that kind of like it's not the Loomis head, but it fits there. And I can see a slight little ear right in there. Slight little ear right in there. And then everything else. And then you can actually start seeing this like a little V, like a little V on, or like an ice cream cone with that big old ice cream head on it. All right. Let's break that down. Let's break down. Let's put some lines on this then. One thing is the top of the eyebrows. The top of the eyebrows. Let's do that. The top of the eyebrows helps us see this plane because this is going back in space. This is a three-quarter view. This eye is bigger. This eye is smaller. There's this thing happening here. See, actually, there's perspective here. If you do the bottom, I see right where there. It's wider here and it's smaller back here. Look at that. See, there's actually perspective in that space. And you've got that angle there, this angle there, and then this angle there, and then this lip there. See, notice how it goes out and then in. But it's a curve, but it's really just out and in. Here, this is coming going up that way. And then a slight curve with the jaw. And it's straight up and down right in there. Bam, bam. What else should we look for? The tops of the eyes, right in there. All right, I don't know. I know what. Right in here. This is actually goes in and out as well. I mean, it's really going in and out because here it goes in and out. Here you can see go in and then out. Same thing is happening there, but you don't see it. You don't see this right in there. You can kind of see it there. And sometimes you see it's more prominent when it's shaded. Um, and then this nose, this whole angle of this nose coming up in there. That kind of helps. That should help. That should help. All right. Oh, here's another thing too. That from this lip, this end of this lip, going straight up to that corner of the eye, right in there. That's this line right there that I just did. That's vertical. That is vertical. Now these lines should all help with these. They're more geometric, not so curvy. These geometric lines and shapes should help you draw this a little bit better. Because faces are tough, especially when you have a three-quarter view right here. We didn't even really talk about proportions. There's these proportions. Let's look at the thirds. These eyes are in the center of the face. I'll just talk a little bit. I'm not going to, actually, let's just different color. Let's choose red.
Does the
Uh,
nose come up to the center to the tip of the eye? The center of the eye? The tip of
um,
the not to the tip of the nose, but the roundy part of the nose
yeah,
come up
yeah, it does.
to the center of the eye or not? Not
Uh,
there. Over to your right a little bit. Other eye.
this other eye. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, here, no, it doesn't go straight up and down. The face is tilted. It usually does, actually.
Yeah.
You're right. It usually does. But like I said, this is a three-quarter view that's tilted. So the face is actually, the whole head is tilted. So yeah, this is a complex, angle. Yeah, because this usually lines up to this, but this actually helps see. You can actually help see the angle of the face there by doing that right there. And that
Right.
that's the if we were to straighten this whole thing out, turn these red lines straight, then the face would be facing up. Yeah, you're right. So, but yeah, that does help.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Another
Yeah.
thing too is lining up those lips there too. You can actually
The
see
lips
that
and the nose,
as
like
you line up
the distance between the nose and the lips,
the distance of the nose between the lips. Yeah, yeah.
like it's supposed to be halfway between the bottom part of the. I don't know. Yes, it is a different angle, so it's a lot harder.
Yeah. Another thing too, I look for is see the corners of the mouth that kind of gets this, and this here should be almost a 90 degrees, 90-degree angle there. Yeah. Let me see what else. Oh, let's do the fraction, the halves and the have-nots. So yeah, this would be the half.
Yeah.
Halfway what? The top of the head, yeah, top of the head to well, let's do the bottom because that we can see. So from here to the chin. And then sometimes, distortions and perspective will distort this, and sometimes artists distort this on purpose. But here, that should be half. See, there we go. And it's not. Well, it could be. That could be the head and then the hair above it. But we can't really see that. This is the thirds, though. We're going to look at the thirds because this is the thirds. The top of the eyebrow to the bottom of the nose. Right? So there's this from here to here. That should be, and it looks like it's going to be bigger than the from there to, yeah, it's a little bit bigger. So from here, the top of the brow to the bottom of the nose is a little bit bigger than this bottom third. And then that same third is usually used up here to the top of the head, which is, well, actually, I don't know if that was the same place where we had the middle, but there it is. And we study, right? We observe all these, make all these observations, just to see. And then that's what we're going to use there for our drawing. Let's post it and draw it. Let's do this. Our last drawing of the night. All right, we made it. Here we go. Woo! Good timing. We usually end around 10. I think we'll finish this by 10 o'clock. All right, there it is. It's in the chat. Right, let's stop sharing and let's go to our drawing, to the drawing board. Start off with what? Our circle. A good start. Good place to start. Circle. Turn this paper, turn it around. Oh my gosh. The face is tough. Taking on the challenges. Here's the challenge, the last challenge of the night. They say we talked about eating the frog, but yeah, sometimes, yeah, let's say you gotta know where you're at. All right, so we're starting off with our circle. Here's my circle. I'm gonna sketch it in, try to get it as round as possible. Round, round robin. Eating our frog last because it's so tasty. Frog legs. I don't even know. All right, here we go. There's our circle. And then here, the way it is, I can sketch, I can block it in. It kind of comes off of this and then kind of comes up. And it doesn't go, it actually, there's a space gap right here. There's a gap right there. And I'm trying to see this angle there. See this angle there, our ice cream cone. We have the big head and then these angles here. See that, and what I'm looking for is this space right in here. So it's not, our proportions are good. So I know that the nose is right under this circle, right in here. That nose is going to be right in there, a little bit more to the left. Because here's probably the center. There's more than the left of the nose right in there, right up in here, and that angle. See that angle kind of like goes that angle right in there. See, there's the nose is going to be there. There's that angle. Then the mouth and the lips are going to be right in here. I'm just blocking it in with a big shape, but that's kind of where it's going to go. And yeah, a lot of times it's in the middle. Sometimes it's a little bit above the middle. This one is above the middle. This one is above the middle. So it's slightly above the middle. The chin, if we need to go bigger, there it is. That's kind of like that there. I don't know. Oh, am I am I being shown? There it is. Yeah, that looks good. And it looks very abstract, but I'm seeing how it fits. I'm really seeing how it fits. I'm not worried about the details. I'm worried more about how big it is and how tall, how the ratios, how tall it is, how wide it is, how it fits, the spacing there. And I can always fix that spacing, make some changes. Then we've got this angle from the tip of the mouth straight up. Like I know this line is straight up. This line is straight up. It's going straight up from the tip of the mouth, straight up, and that's where our eye is going to be. It's going to be right in there, and I can see the bottom of those eyes, the two eyes kind of coming down this way. And I can kind of see this shape, probably maybe a little bit lower right there. And I can always make adjustments. And then the top of the eyebrows right about there too, where it's going wide to smaller. And if I really followed it to a vanishing point, I know the vanishing point goes off our paper, but it is wider here, a little bit less wide. All right, there's that. And it's coming along, it's coming along. I'm gonna block in the eye. I'm gonna block in the eye. Yeah, actually, I did get halfway. Yeah, it's about halfway. That the halfway line. So that's the eye should be like right in here. The eye should be right in there. That's where that eye should be. There's the mouth triangulating, and then there's this other eye. It's gonna be right in there. See the angles as it comes down. Then here it's gonna go in and out, and then in. And then out the cheek, and I really like it. I really like the placement and everything looks pretty good. The hair is going to come in here, hair is going to come in here, hair's coming down here. That jaw actually comes up in here. Might have to bring that up a little bit. Oh, there's that hair right in there. That looks actually pretty good. The ear is right about there. Yeah, I like that. I like that placement of everything. All right, so now here, there's a lot to these eyes. You got to practice drawing your eyes. You got to practice all that stuff. Here in this, where this nose is, actually the nose, that was a really nice line to see where the eyebrow kind of is. Here, it doesn't go up that way, curves over here. And I see this shape right in here too, this shape, that shape where that eyebrow is. And then this is where this eyebrow goes and kind of comes down. And I see this as one big shape here. This eye and this whole kind of like, I see this as one big shape. This really helps, seeing these big shapes. See that big shape right in there? That, what does it look like? A big bowl. Looks like a bowl of Wheaties. All right, we'll see if I make it out to Texas next week. I'll let you know. Let's see. That'd be crazy. All right, sharpen up my pencil a little bit. Sharpen the saw. Sharpen your brain. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. Is David here? Oh, he's not even here. It's all good. Damn, he's here. I see the regulars. Oh, awesome. Kenny Z. I think he's new. All right. I like it where it's at right now. So I don't know where are we gonna go from here? Let's see. Alrighty. This is the main focal point. This eye right in here. This eye right in here. And I like how my proportions. I'm really feeling it. Really feeling the spacing here. I think is really good. This is where a lot of people mess up because there's nothing there. It looks like there is an eye space. This eye space. I don't know which. Yeah, it has to be this eye space. There's usually an eye space between the two eyes. And that's interesting, huh? Because when you're looking at it. All right, I like it. I'm going to start with the pupil, the iris or whatever this is. It is like an oval shape, and again, you do have to draw eyes, hundreds of eyes. If you don't get this, that's okay. I've got that oval shape. I don't want to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. I keep jumping to that voice. I have different voices. But that guy, for some reason, he's older, wiser. All right. So then here, that's an oval shape. It's pretty oval. And then we've got the this angle and this angle. See, you have this eye. It is more rounded, but and I'm rounding it now as we kind of speak. But it kind of does come in here, this angle, and then it comes down. then notice how it overlaps that oval if it were to continue that eye. And then I think I'm gonna cut in a little bit right in there. So there is a highlight right in there. There's a highlight. This is the highlight. Underneath that is the pupil. So I'm doing some microsurgery here. Under that little circle is the dark pupil. It's where the light goes into your eye, into your brain, to the darkness of your brain, and causes the illusion of what you're seeing. What you see is not real. All right, here we go. So there's the iris now, the colored part. I kind of just did the texture. Again, you have to draw hundreds of eyes. I'm just this is a more advanced. I'm not breaking the eye down. We'll be here all night. You got to look up videos on how to draw eyes and just practice drawing eyes. And not just any eyes. You also got to practice drawing eyes from different angles, the different parts, how they fit. See here's two different lines here too, boom, boom. But there's that curve. All right, and then the little pupil. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of little surgery stuff going on, little shadow. And I'm doing it really quick. Little shadow on this side as well with a little highlight. It's actually pretty cool right in there. And I'm adding, it's the white of the eye isn't even always really white. This little bit of shade here. There we go. And this is all just micro shading, really micro shading. I'm doing some little shady stuff. There's the bottom part of that eye. There's a thickness to that. Let me see if I can bring that out. It's a little light. Well, yeah, again, you got to practice drawing your eyes. Let me rub this out. All right, it's all good. All right, so there's the inside part of the eye. That's the inside, and then the outside. There's just like I just seen somebody called it wrapped bacon. It's like a wrapped bacon around the eyeball. This bottom part. You can see because there's a thickness to it. There's like that wrapped bacon, and then there's a little eyelashes at the bottom. I'm just doing really lightly because you really don't even see them. Yeah, there's a thickness to this little bulge or little yeah, that little piece of bacon. And then there's the more eyelashes over that, but I am kind of simplifying a little bit. There's a lot more going on. There's this thickness, this whole eyelash and shadow. There's a thickness to this right in there. There's a little bit of a thickness to it, where a lot of people make this too thin, even including myself. I've done that. And then we've got the eyelid. There's this little curve in here that's happening. It curves in there, but then there's the eyelid that kind of goes over and parallel with this eyelash right in there like that. There's that eye. That eye. It's not looking too bad. There's that little red part of that eye. I'm looking back and forth, seeing what it's not exactly the same. My drawing is smaller. My drawing is smaller. That's okay. That's good enough. Again, practice drawing eyes. So you want to get good at drawing people, you got to practice. This is practice here, but it's just a sketch. It's nothing. No, it's not a study. You got to study as well, not just practice. Because if you practice the wrong thing, you're going to keep getting the wrong thing. You got to study. You got to do a study. You got to really have to study an eye and really see how it's constructed, how it's made. That's the true learning. That's where the true learning is, and copy people that actually have a little more skill there. Because we're just sketching. I'm just sketching for fun. Sketching for fun. Here we've got the eyeshadow. We got to put in the eyeshadow, which is fun. Makeup artist here, and I'm doing a little bit of circle shading. But inside that bowl, remember that bowl shape? That bowl shape is there. There's that whole eye. Add a little bit of shading in that bowl. It really makes that eyelid pop too, because the shading is underneath it, and the eyelid is a little bit lighter. It's little patterns of light and dark. And then let's get those eyelashes, eyebrows. There's an eyebrow shape. I can get that shape. There's like two shapes to it. There's that part, and then there's the curving part that kind of comes around, like right in there. Yeah, right there. And then you've got all the little hairs that go in there. All right, David, we missed you. Here's the drawing. I'm sure you're going to watch this on YouTube, hopefully. The drawing, this one's for you. There it is. And then I look at this shape right in here too. Like right now, it's not in the drawing, but I'm automatically putting it. I kind of see this whole bowl shape is just like one shape too here for me. And I'm actually going darker than it is in the drawing. But I like that. I like that. It's not too shabby. All right, that's good. There's our eye. I'm happy with that eye. All right, cool. Let's zoom out. Let's go. Let's work on the other eye. All right, so I do have that lining, and it does get smaller as it goes back. And I do have this nose going up at that angle, but then it does curve up around that nose bridge. That bridge nose comes around and wraps around here. See how it wraps, and then you have that other eye. Now I'm going to try to get that other eye in there. Let's do that other eye. I'm going to start with the eyelash, this eyelash in here. So I'm going to kind of go in here, get that eyelash. And it's probably good to start with that because it's thick. And if I need to make some adjustments, I can go higher or lower. And then just add the lashes that kind of go out on it. There's yeah, a lot of little lashes. I'm just gonna put three or who knows, I don't know. It goes around that eye, right in there. And then you've got a little bit of a thickness of the eyelid, so you don't see there's a little bit of a light. I'm gonna shade it just slightly. And then the eyeball sticks out right in there. And then the lower eyelid is there. And then here, this one is rounder because she's looking a little more to the side. This eye is rounder right in there, rounder. And she's got the dark pupil. And try to keep the highlight. Ooh, I almost lost it. I'm losing it a little bit. There's a highlight right to the left of that. And here's shading all this little slightly. That eye is there. And then there's an eyelid, I think above it slightly. A little slight eyelid. And then all this is shaded in here, right in there, that shaded eyebrow, shadow. Yeah, here's in this shape right in here, this form. See, I don't know, I really won't that form. You got to learn to see that and draw it. And then the eyebrow on top of that. Right in there. Again, do the best you can. Take on this challenge. Faces are the toughest thing you can draw. My eyes, I think, are even a little off, but it's okay. It's okay. It's late. It's our last drawing. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to make excuses. Don't play the blame game. I know we've been drawing. Let's get that piece of bacon on that bottom part of the eye. And knowing the parts kind of helps. That little thickness, that little, yeah, and then the eyelashes. Bam. Then we've got the cheek. Then the nose. This shape right in here, this little triangular shape really helps. My eyes look a little off. What's wrong? I'm gonna make this one a little rounder. Something slightly off. It's not a big deal. It looks good. I think it's okay. We'll survive. I'll wake up in the morning like a night of drinking and say, "Oh, wait a minute." I don't know. There's rumors, not rumors, not my rumors. There's people who talk about waking up with I don't know, somebody different than they went to bed with. So adult jokes. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that happen, luckily. experiences. I actually don't drink, so that's why. All right, here we go. Yes, I try to keep my senses. Speaking of senses, that nose is a sense right here. It picks us up a sense actually. The senses. There's also drawing noses. There's the parts. This is the that ball um nose part, and then you have the nostrils right behind it. And then because it's three-dimensional, you've got the whole bottom of that nose, right? So it's understanding these parts, right? So here's that, and then seeing how it relates to that eye. There's a hair, if you look there, yeah, see that around up to there. And actually the eye, yeah, I should probably maybe even bring it in a little bit more. Something's wrong with my eyes. I don't know. I trust, just trust. All right, and here's the nostril that goes inside that. I can see that that form, and then inside that form is that nostril, right in there with that nostril. It's just a little nostril. There's two angles, and then there's the nostril kind of goes around. Oh, well, the whole nostril hole. Then underneath, this is all microsurgery here. Let's see, all these little parts. Because this wraps around under that, and then you have this wrap underneath that right there. And kind of like getting that nose. And then you've got this that center part of that lip here underneath. It's kind of like a little there's a name for it, the film, or can't remember what it's called. And then you've got the lips that kind of go around here. The lips go around. They swoop right here. See, first this is a little drop, that little drop of that film. And then you've got the lips up and down. Then you've got the inside part of the that top lip as it comes. And things are going in and out, right? Looks like a this top lip sometimes looks like a mustache. I can kind of see it as a mustache, see a mustache shape. It's not a mustache, it's a lip. Then I can shade it in. Then it's open a little bit for the teeth. And then you've got the bottom rounded lip in there. And it's coming along. I can see it. I'm going back and forth. I can see the you know, this eye bugs me, but it's okay. And just let it go. Let it go. Do the best you can. Yeah. Again, it's just a practice. It's not about perfection. It's about the practice. Also, if you want lessons, yeah, study people who draw faces regularly, and follow some of there's the proportions, understanding the proportions. My eyes are off. I don't know. We'll see. There's a little bit of a shadow underneath right there. And then what else? The lips as well. The top lip is usually a little darker. Then there's yeah, right in there. That back part of that lip, because it's yeah, this is a little awkward, but here this is the back corner of that mouth. And then here we go. Let's get that chin in. Right in there. I can wrap it around if I need to make it a little bit bigger, which I'm making it a little bit bigger. And then come back and up. And what else? Something's bugging me. Let's get that hair in there. There's a hair that comes over the eye and down that way. Getting these hairs in. Forehead. His forehead. I think my eyes are looking really bad. Oh, it's okay. Let it go, let it go. Again, just practice. You're probably doing better than me. You get self-conscious and then just, okay, I'm being self-conscious. Let it go. It's just a sketch. And what's great is that if you do it in your sketchbook, you don't have to show it to anybody ever again. Like, okay, that's good. That's a non-discouragement. Getting courage comes from non-discourage and not being discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Keep it going. That shows bravery. That shows the hero, the warrior. All right. And try to save the drawing the best you can. And just saying, okay, I did the best I could. I'm gonna let it go. There's hair here and there. That kind of helps the flow. And this flow of the hair. I don't know what it was, if it was late or if it was me, or let's clean it up a little bit at least. Maybe that'll help. Some more guidelines. There it goes. I don't know, something's bugging me. I don't know. Maybe it's late. Maybe David's not here. That's what it is. I don't know. Don't play the blame game. I take ownership. I did this. That's right. Not my better drawings. It's my next one. My next one. This is a tough drawing actually though, because it's facing down and it's so we did take on a challenge. So doing this, then I would probably go, okay, I didn't do so well on that one. I'm going to go take a step back. Well, what would it be a step back from this? Well, a regular 3/4 view. And if you have trouble with that, take that a step back. What's a step back from a 3/4 view? Is a profile or a front view. Yeah, actually probably a profile. And if you have trouble with that, then you take a step back from that and do a front view of a face. And study the proportions and everything like that. But you know, you gotta keep at it. You gotta keep at it. And then come back to it, right? Come back to this 3/4 view or 3/4 view like this one. Not necessarily the space, don't have to beat a dead horse, but you know, you'll see another face like this somewhere else and give it a go. And you might not get it, but you got to keep at it. That's the whole thing. You got to keep at it and say, okay, what am I struggling with? What's the problem here? And I think I don't know. For myself, I think the eyes are off and the mouth is off. I'd have to do more practice. I really don't have a lot of practice in drawing faces that much, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I know the ear would kind of come up here, the top of the. I mean, it would. It's not shown, but the ear would be attached, something like that. And it is, there's hair over it. Let me see, what else can I do? A little bit of shading on that film, make that darker. Maybe shade this back out a little bit as well. A little more chin, maybe. That's actually looking a little better. This eye, it's this eye. That's all right. If I had them side by side, that would help a lot. I have to look up and then look down. I'm not playing the blame game, but yeah, I think that would help. Let me see if I can fix that while we're here. Yeah, because I never really have time to do that. And I can do that right here with this drawing, this picture. Do a side by side. There we go. Oh yeah, I see it now. Oh man, I see a big. Yeah, I can see it now. All right. Well, it's not even in focus as it is up there. Oh yeah, this is terrible focus. Oh my gosh. All right. Wow. Gosh, it looks so blurry. Yeah, now that's, you see, that's side by side. Oh yeah, here we go. There's more space in here. Let me see if I can fix it. Now that I have it side by side. This eye is wrong. This eye, I'm gonna fix it just slightly. Wow. Okay, let's go a little bit rounder. Oops. Rounder. More shading. Let's see if I can fix this. I can show it before and after. That'd be cool. Let's see, we got this angle. This is good. Bring that up a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Side by side, that kind of helps. All right, what else? And yeah, you got to be careful. Don't be a perfectionist. You want to strive for excellence, but you got to learn to let go. Like, okay, I see big mistakes, so I'm going to try to fix those big things. Here we go. This bridge. I'm going to get a little bit of shade in here so I can see that this form in here and how it comes down here. Ah, I can see that eye needs to be further back. This eye is what's been bugging me. This eye right here. I see it now. That one I just fixed lately, but this eye should be further back. There we go. Let's bring this one further back. There we go. Yeah, sometimes try talking and drawing. That's another challenge. And that's a little better. I think bring this up. Let's bring this up. Yeah, I'm looking back and forth, making these adjustments, and you're probably making these adjustments too. I'm struggling a little bit, but that's what it's about.
Okay, good night, I think.
All right, good night.
See you next time. Thank you.
All right, Yelena, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, when you have regular classes now?
And right now we're on Thursdays, probably for the rest of this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, you're welcome. We might
Thank
move
you.
to Wednesdays. We might move to Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night on the West Coast, East Coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast. And it looked like she was still in Virginia. I didn't get to ask her. Okay, ooh, that looks better. That looks better already. Oh, that looks a lot better already. Just that eye change. Yeah, that was bugging me. Something was bugging me. I did. Once I had it side by side, then that kind of helped. That helped a lot. And then I can still see that there should actually bring down the lips a little bit. There should be more space in here. See all these little surgery. We're doing surgery, plastic surgery here. Plastic surgery. Just bring the lips down just slightly. Yeah, because I'm looking back and forth and I can see those things, the changes that need to happen. And that helps because then I can see it side by side. I can see the drawing side by side and make those changes. And I need to get a better camera because I can totally see the difference on my screen. One's blurrier and that's not cool. And then this eyelash is probably even longer, a little bit longer. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it's all these little fixes, especially holding it side by side. And you see, okay, it's like playing that game. How's it the same? How's it different, right? There's all these little kid games where you compare and contrast, find the differences, right? Find how it's the same. And then bring this lip out and down. And then I've got my camera in the way. Yeah, I definitely need to. That's what I'm going to focus on too. Yeah, this looks a lot better. I'm feeling it a little better. Anyways, it's too dark right in there, but a little better. Lighten that up. And you want to not overwork your work and just say, okay, I fixed it. That's good enough. That's good enough. I fixed the big stuff that I saw was wrong with it. And there's probably a lot of little stuff. And then I can always, we didn't win the war, but we won the battle. Or we didn't win the battle, but we're in it for the war. That's what it is. It's the long game. The long game. So what? We didn't win the battle. We didn't win this drawing. That's okay. Let it go. The real warrior knows that there's always going to be another time. There's always going to be another battle. We'll have another chance. Even if we didn't get this one, well, there'll be another time. When we get our courage up, when we say, okay, we're going to try this one again. And of course, because we're in it for the pain. No, I'm just kidding. We're in it for the fun. The challenge, that's it. We're in it for the challenge. Get this hair in here. It's darker right in there. And then yeah, looking back and forth. Yeah. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna call it a night. Estefan. It was fun. Estefan is the artist, I think. I would call it a night. How many people are here? So 5 of you. Hey, hardcore heroes. All right. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, call it a night.
Thanks, Audio.
You're welcome.